Everyone, Ms. Shambaugh here again from my home art studio. This video is to teach you how to safely and properly use a hot glue gun. And I know from experience that these can be very dangerous. You probably can't see it, but I have 2 scars on my hands where hot glue fell on me and really burned myself. So I do not want you to have to go through that same painful experience that happened to me. So this is how you safely and properly use a hot glue gun. Okay. The first thing is you each will have your hot glue gun area. There will always be a hot glue mat. Do not get the hot glue on the tables. Always have it on a piece of paper or cardboard. Okay. The second thing then, you need to plug it in. And when you plug in or remove the socket, you always want to grip it by the handle here. Never pull it by the cord. So always grip it by this plug portion, and then you can plug it in. It will take 5 minutes to fully warm up, and thankfully you have way better ones in our art studio at the middle school. At home here I just have this really little tiny one, but you have way more powerful, better hot glue guns. So you can let it stand up like this to warm up, and it'll warm up before you know it. Whenever you're ready to test it to see if it is good to go, after the 5 minutes, which I've plugged this in a little bit earlier, just do a little dot on a scrap piece of paper or cardboard, and if there's any extra glue in there, just kind of wipe it off, but it is ready. So your hand may only touch the handle and the nozzle part, the trigger part here, okay? You never want to touch any of the tip here where the glue comes out or any of this area. It is very hot here, okay? You also never want to pull this out. If you ever run out of the hot glue stick, just ask me for another one and I will give you another one, which you can just insert right there in the end, okay? So the next thing, I've got my cardboard house here that I cut out earlier, and it's a triangle design. And for the walls in here, I actually used some duct tape, if you can see that. So sometimes hot glue isn't always the best option. We've got tacky glue. You could connect it with the slot hinges to hold together. Other kinds of glue, spray glue. So not all surfaces work well with the hot glue gun. Sometimes the tape and other glue is actually stronger. So think through that. And then when you are ready to use the hot glue gun, make sure the piece that you're placing on there can fit. So there's my roof. And for the hot glue gun, all you need is a dot, not a lot. Okay. Do not put huge blobs of glue in here. That's how it could run down and burn yourself. It only takes a little bit. And you do have to work quickly. So I'm going to put a dot here, a dot in the middle, dot on this corner, middle of this wall, dot on this corner, and a dot in the middle of the wall. Really, it's about the size of a, like a pea, the vegetable. So here we go. I've got this piece ready. It's pre-cut. I know it fits. So with one hand, I'm going to put the little dot, and be careful because it will release what I call glue gun spider strands. Those can also be very hot and can get all over you, so just be really, really careful. And so there I put the dots. I'm putting my glue gun down safely, and then watch your fingers. I'm gripping at the top and sides because sometimes the hot glue can ooze out the sides and burn you. So what I'm doing is I'm only pressing my hands at the top. Wait 30 seconds here. That way it can firmly hold on there. So I am checking and pressing down on all of those sides where I put the glue. Yep, and I can see that it is not quite dry enough yet. And I don't know if you can see that there, but a little bit of the glue there oozed out of the edge, and that's how you can easily burn yourself because you're not aware of those. So this is why we have to wait the full 30 seconds. Okay. And then I've got some glue spider strands here. There's these little strands of the hot glue bits. For good craftsmanship, you will want to remove those. And it looks like it's staying. You can check the inside, but we now have our roof. Okay. When you are done using the hot glue gun or at the end of class, you need to make sure that you unplug your hot glue gun. It is not my job to unplug the hot glue gun. It is not your friend's job. It is your responsibility to take care of the hot glue gun and to make sure that it is unplugged at the end of class. So we've got the plug part here. Don't grab it by the cord and pull from that. Just toggle it back and forth. And then please just let it sit on the hot glue mat area to fully cool down so that it is safe to use for the next person. All right, and that is how you use our hot glue guns safely and properly.